welcome to the special edition Shantel Sean Face Off Hot Ones. We're gonna do something totally different to wrap up the 2025 year, and so we will be talking about training and eating spicy food. We got Shantel with us, who is a guru of training. She's been in HR in various capacities for the company for a long time. She is a person of many talents, a knower of science, and a spicy connoisseur. So I did not realize before this, Shantel, that you got the real hottest hot sauce from the Hot Ones show. So I've watched a couple in preparation, and I'm surprised I'm not sweating just from being nervous already.
I didn't want to cheat you out of a wonderful experience. And so I was like, if we're going to do this, let's do this right. Let's make sure that he gets the full spectrum of heat, right? Right. And so we're going to do the last dab.
Yes, we are, and I'm terrified. And we'll do we want to kick it off with the first wing, and then we'll dive into some questions?
That sounds good, yeah.
All right.
So this one that's in front of you was really low on the spicy level, so it shouldn't hurt you. It is Nashville hot.
Okay.
And we should both be okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to try the first one.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay.
If I'm a baby on this one, then we're in for a long
Did you
episode.
Establish like a safe gesture or word? Like if you need to run, because Zach's in the way of the door.
Okay. I will just start screaming like Will Ferrell from Anchorman. Okay. I'll just say, "The children! The children!" so that might happen.
Wonderful. That's a deal. Right?
Chantel's gonna already had me screaming in the episode, so that's a first. So
wonderful.
All right, let's cheers some milk before we get started.
Here we go.
Milk was a bad choice. Sticking with the Anchorman quotes. Not bad.
Yeah. It's tasty.
It's a warm-up one. All right. Chantel.
Mm-hmm.
I like to throw out weird questions to start things off that you're not prepared for.
Okay.
So you had pet geese in Mississippi.
Yes.
Could you share their names with us?
So 𝐒𝐞𝐬𝐧𝐢 was the male, and the Lucy Goose was the female. Yeah. And they are wonderful creatures. So I grew up being terrified of geese, like most people, only to find out that they are warm and affectionate and possibly some of the coolest creatures I've ever been lucky enough to share my life with.
Well, and when you moved to Topeka, you ended up finding a new home for 𝐒𝐞𝐬𝐧𝐢.
Yes, I found them a farm where there was other geese and other animals instead of them being my house babies, because with me, they were like beanbag geese. And that's not really the best life for an animal, even though it's cute and there's lots of snuggles. And so now they have their own farm, and the girl loves them. She keeps in touch with me, sends them videos, or sends me videos so I can keep up with their life. Yeah.
Well, two first. I said 𝐒𝐞𝐬𝐧𝐢 on a podcast and screamed already. So we're getting off to a good start. So can you tell us where you went to college?
I actually went to 2 universities. So between 2002 and 2005, I was at the American International University of Richmond, and that is in England. Okay. So it's in a bureau called Richmond upon Thames, which is right by the Thames River. And there I studied international relations and diplomacy. It's kind of what the school's known for. And then I came back to the United States, and I finished up the credits that were left over at the Croft Institute at University of Mississippi.
Well, diplomacy is directly applicable to HR, too. So.
Yes. I'm glad to hear you say that. I've spent a lot of years wondering how that experience was tied to what I do. And then I went to the University of Mississippi. You probably know it because you like sports as Ole Miss, and it's a really cool university. The professors there were top notch. I kind of fell in love with the campus. It's really beautiful. Have you ever seen pictures of this place in Ole Miss? So
I want to go so bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's all this Greek revival style architecture and antebellum architecture, and it's infused with modern art all throughout the campus, and then these very modern buildings, and then it's in the setting of these old deciduous trees that have been there for hundreds of years. And so you walk through there and you're just like, wow, this is breathtaking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the people make it worth it too. You've heard me say before, the best people on earth are from Mississippi.
Yeah.
That is my opinion.
Right. Yeah.
I've been a lot of places, and those are the people that have my heart. They're so genuinely kind. And so I felt lucky to be there.
Yeah. No, it's a really cool school, and yeah, they're okay at football right now.
You know, when I
to admit
started
it,
at Polo, everyone in Mississippi is like a Mississippi State fan. It's a
Right.
big deal because
Yeah.
that college is right up the street from them. And one day I said that I graduated from Ole Miss, and the plant manager turned and looked at me, and he goes, "How did you make it through the screening process? Get out." Of course, I busted out laughing. It's like, "You stuck with me now." And he's
Yeah.
just like, "I don't know how I feel about this shit." There's a huge rivalry between those two schools.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't want to like Lane Kiffin, the coach out there, but he's actually a pretty good guy. I saw him on a podcast, and he had some very practical life advice about dealing with the highs and the lows and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm kind of a fan of him, even though I just
Well, awesome.
can't ever root for Ole Miss.
Yep.
Yeah, but awesome. Well, should we get a second wing on the plate?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. What do we got next? Asian zing or hot?
Asian zing.
All right.
Let's see what this is. We're going to let you grab your own wing. You can choose
All right.
how juicy you want it to
Got on the
be.
top there. So,
They went above and beyond with the sauce.
like the show, we are getting progressively hotter with each wing, and this is about my level of spice and comfort. So,
Okay.
and so this is only round 2. So this is a bad sign for what's to come.
Oh, it's going to get worse. Okay, well, let's see how this Asian zing tastes.
Sounds good. All right, Asian zing it up. Here we go.
All right. There's at least a perception of spice there.
There's a hint.
There's something,
Yeah,
on
you
the
can
palate that resembles spice.
Tell it's supposed to be spicy. Mm-hmm. All right.
It's delicious, though.
It is. That is one of the ones I typically get. Would you tell us about your role in training and development at Polo? What's a typical day look like for you?
So, a typical day, I am at my computer collaborating with all the great people that work at Polo. I think one of the best things about my role is that I get to be in contact with so many people in so many different departments all over the agency. And I'm people geared, right? That's the center of what makes me want to come into work every day, and to have exposure to all of the people that make the magic happen at Polo is really special. So I make a lot of slides. If somebody was to request of me a special kind of training for their department, I'm researching whatever I can about what they taught me about this topic to say, go in this direction, see if you can do something internal. And then once I get the information, I discuss it with whoever that leader is, and then get busy on rough draft after rough draft after rough draft of whatever their dream is to make come true for them, whatever they want to teach the people around them.
There's a lot of different departments with very specific skill sets. So how do you approach training these specialties and bringing value to their training needs?
It's basically by having the belief that I know nothing at all about anything. And as long as I go into it with this wild curiosity and a genuine desire to learn about what you do and the other people at Polo do, then it means I get to ask a lot of questions and take in what they're passionate about and hear from them, rather than coming up with, my own sense of whatever they're trying to teach. I have particularly enjoyed that part. I like being in a situation where I'm like, I know nothing, and now I get to figure it all out and discover it and find out what drives other people about their passions. It's a beautiful insight into people when you see them get excited about something that they do. And they start talking about this one topic, like this one piece, and you see their eyes light up, and I'm like, that, right? Like, that's what we should teach, whatever that person is talking about right now, because that's most likely what keeps them doing what they're doing. And so I also have to do a lot of research. It means a lot of reading. You've probably seen my bookshelf before, and it just fills up and gets bigger every year. I also spend a lot of time like investigating what are the outside sources that you guys use for education. So conferences and classes at universities and professional development courses that are offered in the community, that kind of stuff, so I can link people to the important stuff that's going on outside our company. Polo University was never meant to replace those resources. It was meant to complement them.
Right.
And so in addition to all of that development, we can now offer internal trainings as well.
Nice. Yeah, it's exciting. I know for sales, there's been some pretty specific things that we wanted to learn about, and we were reinventing the wheel, and then I realized Shantel does this. Like, she's already got something put together. So we're excited to get some training on the bill of manufacturing soon. We got that coming up, and we've got
the Toyota Way.
The Toyota Way was the one that we weren't reinventing the wheel on. So.
Yes, I'm super excited about both of those. Customer drawings, like to teach the bill of manufacturing, is one of those topics that was really challenging in the beginning, because as a person who didn't have a manufacturing background, I'd never heard of a bill of manufacturing, right? And there was even a funny story, that the first like 2 months I was there, somebody said bill of materials, and I just thought that's what it was called. And it turns out that's a very specific part of the title page in a set of engineering drawings. And so my counterpart and I had to actually read this book on blueprints and engineering drawings and work our way through this course and break it down into manageable chunks to even understand what we were trying to teach at our own company. And then we went back and learned the BOM from the experts here after we had the knowledge of how we should see this tool. And so that was fascinating, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning a lot from that. I mean, I've really looked at those on tours and on different jobs and things like that, but that's really high level service level.
A lot of work goes into them, and a lot of smart people are touching it and putting their hands on it to make sure that once it gets to our operators, it can guide them through doing the work the right way.
Funny story, for short, we call it a BOM.
Yes.
So the BO, or that's the acronym that we just shorten it like everything else in manufacturing. But Brian Weber was in, I think, Dominican Republic, and he was calling somebody, and he was saying to get the BOM ready. and for production, basically. But he was also routing through DC on his next flight, and so he got pulled back into security and like went into
like, what's the meaning of this, sir?
Yeah, exactly.
What BOM are you talking about?
Searched everything. It was one of those deals. So so we're excited to learn about the BOMs.
I'm excited to teach you about the BOMs. It's going to be fun.
So tell me, this is how is the lime counteract spice?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I've never used it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I didn't know if there was some science behind that too.
I looked on the internet and it said limes help. I was trying really hard to take care of you.
I appreciate it. Usually, to hurt me and then take care of me, right?
My usual is just the milk and the heavy whipping cream because of the oils that'll absorb some of the capsaicin.
Yes.
It works. It's effective. And so is like
Never
white
even
rice.
Heard that word before.
Really?
So.
Well, that's what burns you. And just so you know, it's not real. So it's a phantom pain. Capsaicin does not actually burn you.
Really?
Yeah, it's neurological. And so your brain tells you that it's bad because it's a poison that the plant uses to protect itself.
What?
It is not actually spicy. And if an animal lacks capsaicin receptors, they can't even perceive the spice no matter how hot the pepper is. So my parrots cannot perceive capsaicin.
Yeah, but if you touch your eye or something, like...
You have the receptors all over you.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not just in your mouth.
Wow.
So, again, be prepared for that.
Yeah.
There's capsaicin receptors everywhere.
Yeah, you had me use lip balm to protect my lips. I mean, this is hardcore.
But
Let's eat another wing.
All right. So next on our list is hot, I believe.
It's not bad, but a little hotter.
You chose this one.
Yeah. This, again, those two together are kind of my level of spice, so.
So we're about to cap out where you usually go on the journey.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you get to discover something new today.
I mean, I'll get spicy food at like Indian restaurants or Thai.
That's
and
a
stuff.
good heat.
Yeah. So that can ramp up, and I usually regret it, but
I think everyone does.
Right.
Like level 5 Thai heat, I think everyone regrets.
Yeah.
I can get about 10 bites in, and then I'm like, so we're going to save this for later. I need my milk, right? It's time to take care of me.
Yep. All right, so 3 out of 5 here. Let's do a hot
let's
one.
see. That one's good.
Yeah, it's got a little more kick to it. Mm-hmm. We should give a shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings. Maybe they'll sponsor the podcast.
Thank you, Buffalo Wild Wings. These are delicious. They didn't even treat me odd when I said I have lots of special requests. I need them in separate boxes, and I need some that don't have any sauce on it. And I'm explaining to her what I'm getting it for, and she's just like, yes, wonderful, okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, they were great.
What role does training play in a culture of safety and quality at Polo Custom Products?
I would say we serve as the introduction to Polo. And so new hire training is the handshake and the smile when you meet a new person. And the fact that we come out so strong talking about quality and safety, it kind of sets a precedence for who we are as a company. This is where they learn that everything that we do and everything that they learn first has to be seen through the lens of creating a good quality product for our customers and also keeping you safe. So we're not going to hurt anybody's bodies to do this. And that awareness from the beginning, I think, helps people transition into our culture at Polo a lot easier. So we're the front lines to kind of wave the flag of who we are, which I enjoy that part.
Yeah, well said. And it's pretty rigorous training that our associates go through before they ever touch a product, right?
Yeah, so new hire training for an operator at the plants, everybody goes through it. So you could be a plant manager or you could be somebody who works on a press. They all go through the same training that first week. And I think it is 14 hours of coursework, and then the rest up to 40 hours is practical. And so they're actually touching the products, seeing how the machines work. We're guiding them through it. And they go through a lot of classes, even some lecture style. You've got to learn about lean manufacturing. Here's your introduction. Then they go through quality classes and safety and HR topics. We make sure that we cover all the important things, so set them up for success. We also try to make it fun.
How do you measure success of your training programs?
You have the standard evaluation you do at the end of a training. There's also the ratings on the LMS courses. Learning management is what that stands for. But I don't really put a lot of stock in that. I actually think that they're false positives. People will tend to rate really high when they have fun with you. And so if me and the trainers show them a good time and there's a lot of laughter and activities, it could not be that great of a class at all, and they're just going to be like, perfect, 5, you're wonderful.
Yeah.
And so while it's nice to see, the 5 ratings, I don't put a lot of stock in it. I actually care way more about if you can go out 6 months later, a year later, and talk to people about the concepts that were shared in a course and they remember it, and they can actually tell me how it helped them or how it was different in some way than what they expected and give me feedback about the class. I know that they're able to use it in their job. It's been useful to them.
Right.
And so those follow-up conversations are really important for us to build the curriculum and to keep it ever-changing, right? If you have enough people saying, nah, that one was kind of mediocre, then we change it. We shift it to something that is more useful.
Yeah.
And we have had classes that didn't go so well. I actually have great stories about classes that I was like, we do it one time and then it's kind of done.
Well, sometimes you learn the most from the ones that don't go right.
Yes. A great example of that, I have a leadership class called Trust, and now it's been reinvented. And the first time that I piloted it, it was in Louisville. And you remember we had getting ready to retire management team. Like everyone on the team was retirement age. And in this class, I must have said the word intimacy 150 times in 2 hours. And every time I said the word intimacy, I could see all of these old military men go. And so when I went and got feedback about the class, Mr. Randolph was like, why did you keep saying it like that? He was just so serious. And I remember Greg saying, why? Like that word? Like I know what you were trying to say. But to them, the idea of any sort of intimacy besides the regular use of that word was just unheard of. And so they were so uncomfortable. And so I had to change the class, right, and figure out another way to say what I was trying to say. And now it's a hit with groups. But I'll always remember that as an epic fail for me. And it was also hilarious because I was making a mental note. Like every time this happened, I was like, something's happening over here. And I'm not quite sure what it is. But they're all having a shared experience that I don't understand.
No, it's... I could see those guys squirming.
And also continuing to take part and like have bells on to do a good job in class. Like they were great.
Nice. This is a fun one. And I think we like to tell our customers about this, but can you talk about the development of the 𝐒𝐼RS program at Polo?
Yes, I was lucky enough to get to take part in that, and I'll always be grateful for them asking for me to help with it. The history I heard was that we had been getting feedback from managers all across the company that they needed a unified way to say, here's what's fair when you give out raises. Like, how do you get quantifiable data that this person is better than this person or more deserving in some way, and they were at a loss for how to unify that. We have core competencies, but that measures certain things that can be subjective when it comes to who's doing the best on a line, who's creating product the way that the bomb teaches them to, right? And so from what I know, Mr. Brian Weber, this is actually his brainchild. He got this feedback, and where his brain went was, well, pay for performance is what they're asking for. What we need is quantifiable data to say this is what is the right way to do things. Here's the attributes that make one person stand out compared to another. And he and Dr. Alan Frost was our vice president of HR at the time. They partnered, and they were like, well, let's figure this out. Let's find out how we can get answers to these questions that they're asking. So Al came to me, and he said, I've got a directive for you. You like projects. And he said, I want you to go out and find it. If it can be proven, and it can be objective, not subjective. It's something anybody can take a test and prove what they can do, see if it exists. And so, of course, me being new to Polo back then, I went in the wrong direction first, not the right direction. And so I started interviewing all the same managers that had asked the question. And so after their interviews, what I really had was them just saying, I really hope you figure this out. We're so glad someone's working on it. But they didn't really know how to make it objective. And it just so happens at the same time that I was working on that project, I just finished my first 2 books on lean manufacturing. And what I learned from Taiichi Ohno was that the experts on anything are probably on the floor. And so I should go to the source and ask them the question of how can I do this? And so round 2 interviews, I went and polled all of the associates and was like, hey, what do you think is an objective way to measure the quality of somebody's work, you know? And I expected to get 150 different versions of it, and much to my surprise, I got 5 answers. And it was the same 5 answers over and over and over, and everybody, of course, was saying it different ways, but they were all saying the same thing. And so I was taking notes, and then I'm highlighting, they're giving me the same amount of feedback. And not only could they tell me specifically what made you good at your job, but they also could tell me who were the people I should go ask about it. Here's who our ninjas are on the floor. That lady right over there, she does all those things. And then the next thing I noticed was they were all pointing me to the same people everyone in the plant already knew who our future tier 3s would be. And so I went to those ladies and I was like, could you teach me how you know that someone is developing on the right track? Will you teach me how you judge performance, how you see development of a new sewer going, a new press operator? They taught me as much as I was willing to learn about it. And so our tier 3 operators actually, in my opinion, built the tiers program. And so I just felt lucky to be a part of it. I became their note taker and their mouthpiece. And then about 9 months after we got all of that information, we put it together in a series of objective tests that could be carried out, and it tells you whether or not you place within these 5 elements of performance.
And are those uniform across like the different capabilities, or do different plants that specialize?
They're the same at all,
okay,
because it's generalized enough that you can apply it to all. The 5 things that every operator was able to tell me was, are they reliable, right? Mm-hmm. Do they come to work? Do they know their machines and processes? Do they understand their bill of manufacturing? Are they good at teamwork? And can they do all of those things while keeping a high quality rating? Do
Nice.
they make perfect parts?
Yeah.
And across the board, that's what everyone agreed to. They were like, yep, if you can do those things, you're the best of the best.
Mm-hmm. It's simple enough for a sales guy to understand it. So.
I was impressed. I was like, I thought this was going to take a long time and a lot of research and data, and it came about actually pretty fast. So kudos to those ladies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. And I think it's something that our customers appreciate. It's something that they think about implementing in their own facilities to really make their associates' jobs more like a career that you work your way up, and you can develop and learn and prove it objectively. So that's very great.
And that's one of the most beneficial things about having that program is you kind of know when you look across the field who is ready to get promoted in a lot of situations because they've mastered all these things for the job that they're in.
Right, for sure.
It also empowers the operator to study the things that get them promoted if that's what they desire down the road. Yeah. And so, believe it or not, there's actually a lot of other departments that have been asking for tiers in their department ever since this rolled out.
Right.
They keep saying, when is it going to happen for us? Because then I'll know what to study and how I can develop myself. And I just thought that was amazing.
Yeah. It could be a good way to develop people in other departments too. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I like it. I think we'll do one more before we get into the real spicy stuff. Okay.
That's a good idea.
Can you share a story where training made a real impact on production quality or safety?
Because so much rigorous training is required to be able to build these products. They're really difficult, and they're also specifically created to save lives. Yeah. And if something were to fail on it, or we didn't, live up to our part of the contract to make a good part, it could mean life or death for someone. Yeah. And so those departments have robust training systems and ongoing training, and even operators who have been doing it for a long time will go through like an annual boot camp, which is really cool. Yeah. They have very specific metrics on how the product works. They're all expected to know those right off the top of their head. We have a trainer there on site, and she is constantly up and down the line quizzing people and making sure they do understand what the metrics are that they have to follow. Can they read their BOM? Are they making quality parts? It's really cool. And I think if we did not have a robust training program, it would be a lot harder to make that.
For sure. All right. Well, let's do a hot one.
All right.
This is the top tier hottest.
No, this is second.
Oh, okay.
There's more.
Well, no, I mean
at Buffalo Wild Wings. Yes. This is as hot as it gets at Buffalo Wild Wings.
But before we get into that, this podcast is brought to you by Polo Custom Products. We are a custom manufacturer that specializes in sewing, sealing, and thermoforming. We work with project engineers, sourcing professionals, and buyers to design, engineer, and manufacture products that cannot afford to fail. If you're interested in working with us, visit our website at www.polocustomproducts.com and fill out a request for quote form. Now, back to the show.
And look, they made sure to put lots of sauce on there for you.
Oh, amazing.
I'm so glad they were thinking of us in this process. Yes. Oh, you can smell it.
Oh, yeah.
It smells like it's going to hurt.
Yeah. I can smell the toxins that are getting my senses all hyped up here.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and have my napkin ready.
Yep. Here we go. Oh, no.
It is really hot.
Yeah. Made me cough immediately.
It also tastes like it's going to be hot for a while. Like, not just for a second.
No.
We're going to have to, like,
Going straight to all the things.
We're going to have to be here with it. Like, ride it out. Don't touch your eyes.
Right. Gonna try to focus here while we're going through this pain together. As the sweat starts trickling down already, I can feel it.
You're doing great.
Leave
You're a
that
champion. You're a champion.
What are some of the key skills and standards that our associates learn when they start at Polo?
So every new person that goes through new hire training is going to go through HR training, which consists of our overview of the company. They get some history of like who Polo is, where it's been, how it was founded. They're going to read through policies and procedures, how to act, right? The manufacturing handbook, so they know all the rules that they're subject to. Key people. So we actually have pictures of you guys that are on a slideshow, and we talk about what you do. And so when you come to the plant, they've at least seen you in that format. And we also do sexual harassment prevention. And then they get into the classroom, and it is bill of manufacturing. You okay there, Sean? Oh, I actually brought things to rescue him if this gets too intense. So we do the bomb training, and that can last a long time. We have all these parts that they check after they learn the engineering drawings and how to check a product and all these quality metrics, and then they perform in front of the trainer to show that they have actually learned what we taught them in the class. Then we do introduction to quality. We have a lean manufacturing course that we call Success of Manufacturing. Then we have a safety course. And then after that, they go into their practical training.
Nice.
And sewers will actually spend the entire week upstairs learning sewing with the training, and then they go out to the floor the first time the second week of their employment.
Awesome. Way to keep it together.
Thank you.
Not doing such a good job myself, but
That wing is really hot.
I'm
For
glad
anyone who has not had that level of heat at Buffalo Wild Wings, like, they delivered.
That's blazing.
It is blazing hot.
What kind of feedback do you get from our associates about the training at Polo?
I am really happy to say that we get a lot of very satisfied customers that come through our training program. It's one of the reasons that I'm so proud of the trainers that we have at Polo, is because what I hear time and time again is that they feel so supported by that person that oftentimes for the whole first year they're at Polo, that's still kind of their go-to. That's who they're like, they want them to be proud of them. And if 6 months later, after you've got to know your team and your supervisor and your department manager, you still come back to the trainer and show them certifications and like, hey, I learned a new product. And that tells me that our trainers are bringing their A game when it comes to making sure that these people feel supported when they come through the door. And the whole point in training is to help them understand how much Polo cares about them as an individual and as an operator. And so I think we're pulling that off. Nice. And that's really nice to hear.
Awesome.
You okay?
I can feel most of my face, but
you can have some of that rice if you want. It'll help you like cleanse your palate.
What does ongoing development look like for associates that have been at Polo Custom Products for a while?
We have a robust training program. I'm really proud to say that. Some companies don't help you as much once you've been here a long time as they do when you're new. And Polo has a LMS that we bought, which is a learning management system that's online that boasts 80,000 trainings to date. And that is available to all associates at Polo. They can go in and decide to take classes at their leisure. That has to be non-paid time if they want to do self-development. But the supervisor and employee can agree to any course and have it assigned to them, and then they can do that work on company time. Yeah. We also have 190 curated courses that have to do with our core competency framework. And so if a manager gets together with their employee and that person says, you know, one day I'd like to do your job in 5 or 10 years, you know, they can actually go in, grab the courses that are specific to all of the competencies that can get them to the next level of competency, and start training that person on those topics.
Nice.
And then they can show that they've been developing themselves way before they actually came up for promotion.
Mm-hmm.
We also have all of the leadership classes. So anybody that is supervisor, manager, executive level, their leadership class is open to them that they can attend in person. We also help link to outside courses. So if y'all want to go to conferences, you can hit me up to help you do research to find out where you want to send people. Right. And we have a succession planning program in place. And so individual directors and managers can actually go in and, give people a rating to say where they're at in their development. Are they somebody that we're going to maybe develop into a new position one day? And then make sure that they get the kind of exposure that they need to topics that'll help them succeed in that future role.
Nice. Awesome.
And so when you combine all that together, we've got a pretty good system of training going on.
I'd say so. So there's one question and there's one wing left. In the Shantel Sean face-off here.
Yep. I'm winning, by the way, so far. If this is a face-off and we're a head-to-head, yeah. I think on the last one we were even before, but now I've taken the lead, and this is going to be the determining wing.
This is it. This is it. This is where I fall apart.
I believe in you. I think you're going to make it.
We are. We're going to do it.
The viewers don't know, but Sean is like an extreme athlete, and if he can push through the pain of a 100-mile run, you've got this.
I should be able to do this.
I believe in you.
Which one do you want?
I went real heavy on that sauce.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you for. Now this is what is this sauce?
So this is the last dab.
The last dab.
It's from the show we took inspiration from.
Yes, yeah.
To have a good time today, and that is their hottest sauce.
The level 10.
Yeah. Well, hottest. It says 11 on the bottle. Okay. It's an 11 out of 10.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I hope that you're ready for this.
I'm not. I immediately regret this.
I don't know if I'm ready for this. I've never tried it. Yeah. But it smells great. Like when I was making the wing, I was like, oh, it's not just hot, it's tasty. And that matters because it might make you want to take a second bite.
I don't know about that. Don't get crazy here, Shantel.
All right, well, let's go. Did you find like the least amount of sauce on that wing to go?
No, I got a big bite of sauce. Oh, shoot, it got on my lips, too.
Mine too. Well, hopefully the lip balm does what it's meant to do.
Yeah.
And protects you.
I feel like it's like a builder. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure.
It hasn't hit yet. Like it's there.
Right.
But it's not causing me pain. It's more like pleasure. I like that sauce. That blazing wing was meant to hurt me. Yeah. Somebody designed it to not be that great of a time.
Yeah, it's coming.
There it is.
It's coming.
It just took it a second.
A slow burn.
And now here we are.
Man. Ooh.
You made it through all. And you're still
That's
here.
Really bad. It's like getting worse.
It was tasty though.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think it could like lure you into a false sense of security, and you would eat several bites while it's slow burning, and then just regret your decisions.
Holy cow. That is painful. I'm like shaking a little bit now. I'm getting the hot sauce on my arm too, so.
Yeah, you do want to wash your hands after this.
You take a shower. Oh, man.
It does come to an end. Like there will be a point. I'm going to try this lime and see if it really does help. Did you notice a difference when you were doing it? No.
Not for this. Nothing helps.
I need to know what the magic is there with that lime. I've never used that technique. Ooh. It works.
I think I'm crying.
You have been a champion.
My eyes are watering a little bit.
You've been a champion.
And I keep getting this hottest hot sauce on my arm. This is not a good idea.
Not to mention the courage it takes to do this, knowing that you don't really like things that are that spicy.
Last but not least.
All right.
I feel like I should crunch before I ask you this question, but How do you think, in the end, your work helped our customers have confidence in Polo Custom products?
I think a well-trained workforce is probably the best way that we can guarantee that the people who touch their products before they get shipped out the door to them are prepared to live up to their expectations and carry out what they asked us for. When customers come to us, they meet a lot of faces, right? And those are not the people that ultimately are going to make the products that are going to go to their customers. And their reputation is probably based on how their customers receive those goods. And so the fact that we spend so much time and effort and we invest in the people who are the hands that make those products, I hope, is a vote of confidence towards how much we care about getting the customers what they want and doing things right and having high quality products. So yeah, the short end of that is it's trust. That's what training does for a customer.
For sure. Can you feel your tongue?
Yes. Where
You feel it. It's on fire.
Where it really got me is the lips, right?
Yes,
That
the lips.
that one was able to penetrate through the barrier
Through the lip balm
of chips.
barrier.
Chapstick was not enough
Yeah.
to protect me in that situation.
Oh my gosh, I need all the milk. Woo! We did it.
You want to hit that rice up. It'll help you feel better.
Okay.
How's that hangover feel right now?
He's like, I haven't noticed in several minutes.
Yeah. No, after the first hot one, it was like felt like headache and like stuff starting. I just started sweating.
And
So,
now,
yeah,
now
yeah,
you're
I'm
feeling
feeling it.
Well, you just had the hottest one on that show. That's that's impressive stuff right there. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you seem to be a champ at this, not to take away
Right.
from it at all.
Right.
But
Yeah, you made that look easy. You stayed focused through the question.
You don't want to try any of this?
Yeah, there are more of them if anybody wants to take part.
So the last wing, you made that wing at the house. And
Yes.
then, so the other ones were Buffalo Wild Wings, and then the last one,
Yes.
you just asked for an empty box, and then they gave you in.
I was like, I just need a wing with nothing on it. And they gave me 2. Yeah, so I took it home and was like, all right, we're going to put this on there. And Johnny was not in your corner, I guess. Like, he likes you and all, but he was like, you're going to put some more on there? At first, I just kind of like gently, you know? And then today, right before, I went and put the last of it on. He was like, well, maybe it would be better if it was fresh. And I said, that's what I think.
They make a big deal out of it in the show where they're like, they put like 1 or 2 dabs on.
After it's been basted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was
Now, I will tell you that one in the middle on the show, in the little fat bottle, the bomb Beyond Insanity, there is nothing good about that experience. And it lasts a really long time.
yeah.
So this is over. And
Yeah.
it hasn't been that, it's over for the most part,
God,
you know?
yeah, I'm still recovering, but
Yeah, the bomb lasts a really long time, and it doesn't taste good.
even though that was bad, it wasn't as bad as I expected actually.
Well, that's perfect. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it was a horrible idea, Shantel.
I love horrible ideas.
Yeah, thanks for your time, all the training that you do, all the horrible ideas you just instilled right now. And
Thank you for being game to do something
Yeah.
new and interesting, and this was a lot of fun. Thank
Yeah.
you for having me on.
yeah,
I enjoyed this.
I am a masochist, so this is this is a new way to
I
torture
too am a
myself.
masochist.
So,
That's
yeah.
why I thought you'd be game for
That's
this
right.
experience. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
if anyone, it's
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah, this is
He will do this.
I'm putting this on my resume. This is
I've made
a
it
life
through
skill.
the last step. That's awesome.
Cheers. Thanks, Shantel.
All right. Thank you.